Good morning. I notice that these days our youth get to select their preferred gender profile. With that in mind, I'd like to select my preferred senior's pronoun, that being vintage. I've been asked to talk on the subject of theft. Theft is an ongoing problem for today's seniors living in lodges, assisted care facilities, nursing homes, and in this particular case, the resident of a lodge noticed that several $100s had been stolen from her purse, which was in her closet. She complained to the facility director, who gave her a stern scolding on the perils of being forgetful. Well, with that indignity in mind, she turned to her grandson, who is a bit of a technological kid. And he thought the solution would be to secretly install a surveillance camera in the closet, which he did. And the contents of the camera revealed that there was a woman who was employed by the facility who came around to the rooms at noontime to distribute pharmaceutical goods. She was going into the rooms and peering into the closets to help herself. Well, the resident appealed to the director. The director did nothing. She went to the RCMP. The RCMP didn't act. She went to the RCMP in Edmonton. They didn't act. She went to the area MLA and nothing was done. She was told during the process that under the legislation around the Persons in Protection Act, that private facilities in Alberta were not covered. That's unfortunate. It should change. I think the bigger issue coming up is the issue of estate theft. It has been estimated that worldwide, our generation is going to leave behind roughly $1 trillion. In Alberta, that could be as much as 30 billion. And with a growing seniors population, that kind of money attracts all kinds of attention. And so therefore, carefully planning a last will and testament should be done with extreme diligence. It's unfortunate that in Alberta we do not have a central registry for wills. We can buy a 20-year-old car that was originally sold in Nova Scotia, and if it had a fender bender in BC 10 years later, or was subsequently purchased by a teenager in Ontario, we know every detail of that car's history. But we can't find the last will and testaments of so many seniors. That poses a problem. There's a great need to be cautious when going into surgery. You see a sign that cautions you that you must have a personal directive signed. Don't let that panic you. That document must be prepared with extreme due diligence. The same with powers of attorney. I'd like to say a few words about the Guardian and Trusteeship Act. Section 104 disturbs me. It compels a senior to undergo a capacity assessment. and it allows the trustee to gain access to the home without permission or notice. Section 105 baffles me. It allows the trustee to do a capacity assessment in your absence, no matter where in the world you may be. Now, you may be enjoying a vacation in Mexico, the annual vacation, where a lot of people go to Florida, comfortable with the savings based on the hard work of a lifetime, come home from that vacation, get to the airport, find that your telephone doesn't work. If you go to an ATM to get some Canadian cash, you may find that your card is denied. The taxi may deny your credit card. That doesn't matter, because you know that when you get home, you'll be able to resolve these petty problems. The problem is that when you go to put the key in the door, the key doesn't fit. And at that moment, you're homeless and destitute with no recourse. Section 26 allows any interested party to seek guardianship over you. It could be someone who helps you to clean your home. It could be your gardener. It could be a family member. Anyone can seek guardianship over you. These laws aren't right. They sound as though they come from another jurisdiction, but they come from Alberta. We should be absolutely clear that when a senior is declared incompetent, the senior is denied access to all monies, bank statements, financial records, a birth certificate, a passport. You're denied the right of citizenship and basically of humanity, because from that point on, you can be treated as though you were a dog at the SPCA. This is not right. Most people would think that this is a very infrequent occurrence. It's not infrequent. Let's note that the second largest fund in Alberta is the fund administered by the public trustee. It's second in size only to the size of the Heritage Trust Fund. Where did that money come from? It came from the estates of vulnerable seniors. We cannot, in good conscience, allow this to continue. We must devote all our efforts towards stopping it. When there's abuse, there must be intervention. But how can there be intervention when there's no political will? Those are my thoughts on the matter. Thank you very much.